Hey, welcome to Happiness Bar. My goal is to share cocktails, content, and happiness. And today, we're doing a little holiday episode, baby. Happy holidays to everyone. Right about now, my family's getting ready to start celebrating Christmas, right? We start decorating, we start putting stuff up around the house. As you can see, we got the bar decorated. Today, I'm gonna show you a little drink that me and my wife do every year. It's tradition in our household. When we start to decorate, when we get ready to get the house all ready for the holidays, every year we make a mulled cider, we add a little bit of alcohol to it, and you get a little buzz going while you're decorating around the house. This cider is made with 100% apple juice. We're gonna heat that up, and we're gonna infuse cinnamon and clove and nutmeg and allspice and cranberries. We're gonna throw some sliced apple and some blood orange and ginger, all those great mulled spices that you want in a cider. And then we're gonna pour that bad boy up. You can serve it hot, you can serve it cold. I like it hot. I like doing it with aged rum. You could also do it with whiskey if you like. You don't have to be that exact with this. It's all about to your taste on this one. This is a super simple one, not usually our norm where we do everything very, very precise. So as I said, there's not really any prep on this. The whole cocktail's kind of just getting it ready. So the whole cocktail's kind of prep in a sense, I guess. But you don't have to prep too many individual items. Especially if you're just gonna buy 100% apple juice, 100% apple cider. That's what I like to do. That Honey-Crisp is what I like to get, the Honey-Crisp Apple Cider. You could juice it fresh at home. It's just gonna take a lot of apples. A little bit more cost effective, I think, just to buy some nice apple cider. So it's a super easy process. Like I said, all you're gonna do is open up your apple cider jug or juice your apples and just pour that whole thing into your pot. Oh yeah. And bonus, you can keep the jug too, so when it cools, if you want to just pour it right back in the jug. But wait till it cools though, hot liquid, plastic, not good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and crank the heat on my burner. You wanna get that to a medium-high heat, right? You wanna get that thing hot. I'm probably gonna pour about a cup of cranberries, fresh cranberries in it. As you can see, all my cranberries spilling out because I just poured them like a maniac. So make sure they're already washed and cleaned. And just start throwing them in, right? I'm gonna put about a cup of these cranberries in there. Maybe a little more than a cup. Maybe that was like 2 cups. Oh well, that'll be good. All right, we wanna get some cinnamon sticks in there. I'm gonna throw like maybe 5 or 6 cinnamon sticks. Yeah, how many we got there? 7. We're gonna throw in 7 cinnamon sticks. All right, you can break them up a little bit. Aha, cinnamon. About a tablespoon of allspice berries. Just throw them in there. Make it rain, allspice berries. Same thing with your cloves, right? You got your whole cloves. Love the smell. About a tablespoon of whole cloves. There, boom. Sprinkle them in. Nutmeg, if you want to add nutmeg. I like to. See if I can cut this nutmeg in half. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have that nutmeg just like so. Just throw it in there, right? So it's open and infusing. So 1 whole nutmeg. And then this is where we're gonna get a little bit more spicy. We got our, whoops, that one went down. We got our ginger here. Throw like 2, decent sized little nuggets. And I just wanna slice them up. You don't need to peel them or nothing. Throwing the whole thing in the drink. All right. We got our ginger going in, and we got a fresh Honey-Crisp apple here. I'm gonna cut this whole Honey-Crisp apple up. The nutmeg out of the way. Because a mulled cider, man, you gotta just have chunks of fruit in there floating around. Cut it all the way from the core. All right, and I'm just gonna, cut them small little pieces, right? Little chunks of apple in there. Got our whole apple in there. And lastly, I'm just gonna cut up 1 blood orange, right? So we're just gonna get some slices going. To the end, we got our beautiful little blood oranges here, which will bring a little tartness. See any seeds in the oranges, make sure you pull them. Add in there. And you know what, I'm gonna slice up a second blood orange. So we got 2 blood oranges in there sliced up. Right, really pull that orange flavor in with the cranberry. You don't really have to add anything to sweeten this cocktail, right? The apple juice is already plenty sweet enough in my opinion. Boom. All right. Now let's just go ahead and give this a nice little stir. Make sure everything's mixed in here. You know what? I'm even gonna pull this camera out. Let's see how we can do that. Go. We're gonna get a little look-see down at this beautiful concoction we got going on. Oh yeah. The beautiful colors on this. Oh. It's gorgeous. It's honestly gorgeous. I love making this cocktail. All right, we're gonna put this back. All right, guys, and what we're looking for is we just want, bring this up to a boil, get it nice and hot, then we'll drop this down to a simmer, and I wanna make sure this simmers for like 30 minutes, all right? We wanna make sure it's on a nice low heat cooking for 30 minutes, maybe even 45 an hour. Give it a taste, make sure you're getting all the flavors. So we're just gonna let this go, we're gonna let this simmer, and we're gonna check on it periodically, see how the flavor is with little sips. If we wanna throw a little more spice in, if you wanna throw a little more cinnamon, nutmeg, whatever, we can go ahead and do that as we go. So let's let this simmer, and I'll come back to you as it's getting closer. All right, guys, so this is starting to come to a simmer. It's starting to boil up. That's what we're looking for there, right? You wanna see those subtle little bubbles. Once we get there, we're gonna drop the heat just a touch so it stays consistent. Yeah. And give it a stir every so often. Hear those little cranberries popping. That's what we want. Those cranberries popping is gonna instill that flavor. It's gonna be perfect. All right, so once you have it bubbling up, right, you drop the heat and got this thing on a simmer, and we're just gonna let it go for 30 minutes. We want those cranberries to start to pop a little bit so they infuse into the cider, right? Our blood oranges cook in, all our spices, our ginger, everything. It's gonna be beautiful. Give it about 30 minutes, give or take, give it a taste. If you wanna go a little longer, go ahead, but I think 30 minutes should be plenty fine. All right, guys, it's been about 30 minutes. I'm gonna just give it a little taste here. It's gonna be hot. Yo. All right. Really hot. Super nice though. Get a little bit of acid from those cranberries and from that orange. Definitely pick up the spice, the cinnamon, the allspice, the ginger. And what's great about this, you leave everything in it, so the longer it sits in your refrigerator, the more and more that stuff's gonna infuse. It's just gonna get better over time. I'm gonna go ahead and kick that off the heat. So that's basically it for the prep work of this cocktail, making this drink. So let's just go ahead and get ready to serve up this mulled cider. So this cocktail is not shaken, it's not stirred, it is built. So first thing we're gonna need is our glassware. Now you can serve this up in a copper mug as well. I like these little glass mugs because you can see all the pretty stuff in them, but a copper mug we also do as well, and we love it. It's fun, it's nice, it's tasty. And you're also gonna need your jigger. Boom. Now, the only thing we gotta measure is our liquor, which I guess you don't have to if you don't want to, but I think the perfect ratio for this size glass will be 1.5 ounces of our liquor. So, like I said, I like doing an aged rum. You could also do whiskey, bourbon, whatever if you like, but aged rum, in my opinion, is the best way to go. So I'm gonna do 1.5 ounces of aged rum. We are just gonna go fill this mug up. Get a little bit of fruit there. It's all right if you get some of the spices too, you know? Go ahead and get one of those little orange slices. Bring it hot. And for additional garnish, grab one of these little cinnamon sticks. All right, I'm gonna give it a little stir with the cinnamon stick just to really make sure that rum is mixed in nicely with our nice homemade mulled cider. Drop that cinnamon stick down. And if you wanna make it look extra pretty, you can grab a couple cranberries on a skewer and throw those on the edge of the glass as well. And there it is, guys, our Happiness Bar mulled cider. All right, let's taste. Oh, you get the rum, you get the spices, the cinnamon. Oh shit. Man, that makes me feel warm inside. Bring back some memories of every single holiday I've had, every Christmas I've had, me and my wife decorating our house. It's so beautiful. It's so nice. There's a beautiful balance of tart and sweet. The sweetness of the apples, that cranberry and that blood orange brought in a little tartness into the cocktail. You get a little bit of spice from the cinnamon and the nutmeg, and the ginger comes through just a hint. It's really, really nice. And that aged rum, I think, is the perfect pair for this, right? You get those dark, deep rum notes, those more molasses notes. It's so perfect. Like I said, you can do it with whiskey as well. My go-to is the aged rum, though. This is such a beautiful little holiday cocktail. There it is, guys. The mulled cider, the Happiness Bar mulled cider. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Maybe you made it along with me. Maybe you wrote it down, say, for a later date. But either way, let me know how you're liking everything. And as always, guys, become a regular somewhere. Become a regular at your local watering hole. It's the best way to support local business. Become a regular here at Happiness Bar by liking, commenting, subscribing. Hit that bell if you want notifications. We got cocktail videos coming out every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Get you ready for the weekend. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, everybody, and stay happy, everyone.